Metro and Future dropped We Don't Trust You, the first of their 2 albums that are now coming out within the span of 3 weeks, and I thought this album was pretty great. But today, I'll break down why, and I'll give my thoughts on We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter briefing with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday, so tomorrow again, and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So this thing was hyped for quite some time. I mean, we had the first hints all the way a couple of months back, and now we have the announcement that there's going to be 2 records, the first of which is this one. And it doesn't fall victim to this being one of 2 records in terms of length or in terms of quality control, because we have 17 songs on here with a runtime of about an hour, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of fillers in here. Some songs could have definitely been left off of the track list, maybe cut it down to 12, 13 songs, which would have all been bangers, but I'm really happy with the end product that we got. So let's go through the track list real quick, and I'll give my thoughts on the tracks. So the first track, We Don't Trust You, is, I believe, a perfect intro to an album like this, that dark, mellow trap vibe that we're expecting. It's not crazy yet, but I wasn't going into this intro track thinking it would be crazy. Also on here, we have a possible Drake diss from Future, with You My Number One Fan, sneak dissing I Don't Understand, acting like a fed, and he ends every line with dog. Now there are some people speculating this might be, against Drake because dog for all the dogs, stuff like that. It's not confirmed, even though we're probably never getting What a Time to Be Alive 2, so this was kind of sad to listen to if you're thinking about Drake in that sense. And I think from that perfect intro, it then transitions to the perfect second track that we could have gotten, which is Young Metro, even though it's probably not going to be the biggest song on here, but it's definitely, as I said, that dark trap sound from Metro, but Future is really confident on this one, and I really like that. I think this definitely gives off the vibe that you would expect from an album like this. Then going over Ice Attack, which is obviously Too Obsessed, the snippet that we've been wanting to be on here, that we've gotten confirmed through that second trailer. I think everybody is happy with that, even though that snippet we heard is only like a third of the song, and then there is a beat switch that I'm not sure if we knew there was gonna be before, but I still like it. I still love that they put it on here, even if it's under a different name, Ice Attack. I love that beat, gotta admit. Then we go from one grail that we wanted to the next with Type Shit, which now has Travis on there as well. We kind of knew that also from some Playboy Cardi reels that he posted, and also obviously Cardi, and this was a song that we've also been wanting for such a long time, and I think this goes hard. This was also the first song that they released a music video for, so I guess that's the song that they really want to push. I would disagree, they could use Cinderella, but we'll talk about that in a second. But still, amazing track, Grail as well. Then Claustrophobic was kind of a filler to me, but it kind of serves as a transition to the next Grail, or not even a Grail, but a snippet that we wanted, that we knew was on there, which is Like That. And this song is special. Now, first of all, it's not the exact OG version we heard a couple of weeks back, which some people were sad about, but I thought this was still pretty great. And obviously, it has a fucking Kendrick Lamar feature. Now, I was really surprised when I first heard this. I was not expecting a Kendrick feature on here. And Kendrick says some shit. Like, it's a great verse from Kendrick, but when you look at one of the lines, you've probably seen this, a diss to Drake and also J. Cole, the big 3. And he said, motherfuck the big 3, it's just big me, bum what, I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack. Prince outlived Mike Jack for all your dogs getting buried. Damn, I did not expect to hear this on here. And, people saying like, oh, J. Cole and Drake now gotta respond. But this was ball. I didn't know Kendrick was still like that. I thought he was kind of the chill guy now that wasn't going after people like that anymore. But damn. I mean, it's healthy competition. They all like each other. It's not like, you know, any negative feelings involved, but this is interesting. On the next track, Slimed In, which wasn't that special to me, but we had a Young Thug cameo, which was really cute. We'll return to Young Thug a little bit later on as well. Then Magic, Don Juan, Princess Diana, honestly was one of the worst songs on here for me. I can kind of get the appeal of that. Let me know if you like that song. Maybe I just need to listen to it a little bit more. It's just too low energy for me compared to the rest of the record. I guess just as a standalone song, it could be cool, but it just was another one of those. Could be trimmed out if you really wanted to make this a more concise project. Then though, the next one, Cinderella. Obviously, this was probably the one that I was looking forward to the most. We've heard this from Travis at the Zouk nightclub the first time, but also then played later on at this AP event. Was then called Family Forever, but Metro renamed it to Cinderella again, which I really love him for. And this song is a banger, bro. I love this. This is probably my favorite song on here, even though we've heard it so many times already, but still it doesn't get old. I think the hook is catchy, and I think Travis did a great part. So Cinderella, so far favorite song, but maybe that's very mainstream to say. I think some other ones are in the conversation as well. But for now it is. The other song that's in rotation for my favorite song could be Running Out of Time, which is a more mellow track. I think that's definitely one of those future vibes that I like the most. A little bit slower, but fire. I like that. I think that, is kind of like some of the old future stuff we had, even though it's not really old, but it reminds me of 2015 to 2016 type of future stuff, sound like that. I don't know. Let me know if you agree with me. Then we had Fried, She a Vibe, which didn't really connect with me. And on this one, I don't know why I thought it on this one, because there's a lot more opportunities that I could have thought this. But it's kind of, when you look at Future's age, he's like 40 now. It's kind of weird to hear a 40-year-old dude be like, yeah, I'm fried, she a vibe. Says some other stuff on there. But I don't know why, but on this song kind of hit me. But I guess, it's kind of normal for Future to do it. We just expect that from him. But still, objectively, that's kind of weird. I mean, people blame Drake for that as well, as a 37, 36-year-old talking about all these girls like he's, 20. But I don't know. Let me know if you agree with me, if that kind of, hit your mind as well. But kind of did for me on that song. Then Ain't No Love also was kind of a skip for me. Then Everyday Hustle, though, has a Rick Ross feature, which I think he did very great on. And I was also surprised to hear that. I mean, the features on here, Cardi, Travis, which were kind of expected, but Kendrick and Rick Ross, so happy to hear that. Then GTA kind of like skipped over that as well. Seen It All was pretty cool too, though, which was a darker track. Definitely, Seen It All is one of those Metro beats that you immediately think of Metro Boomin when you hear a beat like that. So that's probably one of my favorite instrumentals on here. Then What the Fuck You Mean was also kind of a not as exciting song for me. And then the last track, Where My Twin At, bonus track, is dedicated, and the sun is hitting me like crazy, but excuse me, is dedicated to Young Thug. Some bars on there obviously referencing Young Thug being in prison, which I thought was also pretty cute, and I think a lot of people liked that last song. So all in all, the very good project. I mean, there's some fillers in there. I guess those songs that I named you can kind of cut out and have a 14, 13 song track list, which would make it a little bit more concise. Maybe you could get through it a little bit quicker and be like, yo, this was crazy. But the way it is, I think, is great. So I'm really happy about this. I'm so excited for the second album that they're dropping in only 3 weeks. But until then, I want to know what y'all think about this. I would give this rating, since I'm doing this now, honestly, a good 7 out of 10. Let me say it like that. But let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know your reviews on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.